So today we're going to be talking about a revelation that I got around health. And it has been something that has been in the Bible the whole time, but I never saw it like this way. It never just sparked this revelation before. So I just wanted to come and share this with you guys. So the scripture it's in Genesis, I think it's Genesis 1 actually, in 29, and it says, "And God said, see, I have given you every herb that yields seed, which is on the face of the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed, to you it shall be for food." And so when he says herb, like other translations says plants. So basically, God gave us plants and he gave us fruit for our food. And just because we came into sin, basically just because Adam and Eve sinned, didn't cancel out how we were wired, like how God made us. We were made to only eat fruits and plants. And so when I saw that, I was like, wow, that's crazy. Because it's like, obviously after ending Adam and Eve sin and all that stuff, then that's how meat is introduced and all of that stuff. But how God wired us and how God made us, our makeup, is to only eat fruits and vegetables. And it was just crazy to me to see that. And then the revelation he gave me was like, basically everything flows from the food that we eat. And I used to think that it flowed from like our relationship with God, right? But no amount of relationship with God is going to keep us alive. So the only thing that's going to keep us alive is food, air, and water. And so we're constantly having to make sure we're eating. So if we're constantly having to eat, then what we're putting into our bodies is dictating how we are showing up in our lives, basically. And I didn't really think about it that way. And it's like, really, food is what influences our thoughts, what influences like how we act towards people. Like if we're irritated, angry, mad, depressed, like it all stems from food. If we're being honest, like all of these chemicals, all of these dyes, all of these preservatives, all of these pesticides, all of this type of stuff that are chemicals in the foods that we're eating today, it literally is ingested in us, and it messes up our cells, it messes up our gut bacteria, it messes up so much stuff in our body. And then we're literally acting and thinking and doing things that we probably would never have done if we were eating fruits and vegetables. Like when you eat healthy, it puts you in so much of a better mood, and it gives you so much more energy and like, I don't know, like vibrance or whatever, that I feel like the world will be a way better place if we all ate this way, because it's just giving us a boost of happiness, because that's what it is. It's like, since we're getting all of our nutrients and we're not being deficient in anything, then we are getting the hormones that we need, like dopamine, serotonin, all of these different things that makes us happy and improves mood and all of that stuff. Like we're getting the proper stuff that we need in our body for our bodies to form. But if we're eating all of this junk food and chips and fast food and all of this chemicals, then obviously our bodies are going to be out of whack. And if our bodies are out of whack, then everything we're doing is out of whack. Like the way we're thinking, the way we're doing things, all of this stuff is out of whack because our bodies is out of whack. And I was watching The Chosen the other day, And one of the disciples said, why are you so obsessed with like the physical? It's all about the mind. The mind is what matters. And then the other disciple came back and said, well, try eating a handful of poisonous berries and see how good your mind works. And I thought that was like so good, because I was just like, that is so true. Like, if like we're sitting up here eating all of this fast food and chemicals, like all of this stuff is chemicals. If you read the back of these labels, it's full of stuff that we cannot pronounce. It's literally fake food. And it's like we're putting all this poisonous stuff, this chemical type stuff in our bodies, and then expecting us to be able to wake up on time, be able to have high energy, be able to like go throughout our day, be able to be happy, be able to not snap on people, and be able just to do all of these things. And it's like, how do we expect that if we're putting this type of food into our bodies, and if God made us to eat fruits and vegetables in the first place? And so I just thought that was really, really good. I am eating, well, which would be called like high raw vegan. That's what the name is. It's basically when you eat mostly raw food, so fruits and vegetables, but not cooked. So non-cooked fruits and vegetables, and you'll eat a little bit of cooked food. So, or cooked items, like granola is cooked. So I eat granola, so it'll be stuff like that. So you eat some things that are cooked, but most of your food is raw, like salads, wraps, like raw, like kale wraps. What else? Like smoothie bowls, smoothies, juices, nice cream, like just all of this type of, all of these different things. Like if you look up on YouTube, there is a lot of raw food recipes and stuff. And I'm just now getting into it. I've only been doing this for 1 month, but the results are great. I feel so much better. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm addicted to food or always thinking about food or what I'm gonna eat next and all of this other stuff. And so, and my brain power has been able to go to other places, like doing this podcast and doing my homework, being with my daughter, like things like that, instead of me being sluggish and drained and like in the worst mood all the time. So that is something I wanted to come on and share. And thank you guys for listening. And I'll see you in the next one. It's green. She's like, kiwi juice. So I just say, yes, it's kiwi juice, and she'll drink it and everything. And so that was a huge motivator for me. It's like, okay, if I'm eating healthy, my kid is seeing me and I'm basically her role